Companies that increased in value during COVID-19 pandemic showed resilience and creativity in the face of challenges have never been seen before. These companies have discovered new growth opportunities as a result of their ability to adapt to shifting market conditions. In this video, we will look at 10 companies that improved in value during the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's get into the video. The company that increased in value during COVID-19. Number 1 is Amazon. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Amazon has experienced significant growth and improvement. During lockdowns and other social distancing measures, more people turned to online shopping, resulting in a surge in demand for the company's e-commerce platform. Due to the increased demand for delivery services, brought about by the shift toward online shopping, Amazon's logistics and delivery operations also saw an increase in demand. In addition to its e-commerce operations, Amazon's cloud computing division, Amazon Web Services, AWS, also saw an increase in demand as more companies moved to remote work and needed to rely on cloud services for their operations. Overall, Amazon's revenue and profits have improved as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic's significant increase in demand for its services. To meet the increased demand, the company has also attempted to expand its workforce and invested in its operations. 2. Zoom. Zoom is a video conferencing company that saw a significant increase in usage during the COVID-19 pandemic. As the shift to remote work and virtual meetings became necessary, Zoom's platform became an essential tool for businesses and individuals to communicate and collaborate remotely. The company's stock price soared as a result, and it became a household name as people turned to Zoom for personal and professional meetings. In response to the rise in usage, Zoom also made efforts to enhance its privacy and security measures. To address the growing concerns about online privacy, the company added resources to its security team and implemented new features like end-to-end encryption. In general, Zoom's business was significantly improved by the COVID-19 pandemic, which led to an increase in demand and value. And at number 3 is Netflix. Netflix is a streaming service that saw an improvement in its business during the COVID-19 pandemic. As more people stayed home and practiced social distancing, the demand for entertainment options increased. Netflix was able to capitalize on this trend by offering a wide variety of TV shows, movies, and original content that people could watch from the comfort of their own homes. Netflix also benefited from the trend toward remote work and virtual meetings, which increased demand. Since more people were working from home, they had more time to watch content when they had free time. The company's subscriptions and revenue increased as a result of this. Overall, Netflix has benefited from the COVID-19 pandemic because it has enabled the company to capitalize on the shift toward remote work and the rising demand for streaming content. Netflix's stock price has soared as a result, and the business has continued to expand and grow. 4. Moderna. Moderna is a biotechnology company that has seen significant success during the COVID-19 pandemic. The company developed one of the first vaccines for the coronavirus, known as the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine, which has been widely distributed and administered around the world. Moderna's improved performance during the pandemic can be attributed in large part to the vaccine's development and distribution. Moderna has been able to meet the high demand for coronavirus vaccines through the production and distribution of its vaccine. Overall, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a significant impact on Moderna, both in terms of the company's financial performance and its reputation as a leader in the biotechnology industry. The success of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine has helped to solidify the company's position as a key player in the fight against the pandemic. Number 5 is Tesla. Businesses all over the world were significantly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, and Tesla was not exempt from these difficulties. The company, on the other hand, has not only survived the storm but also improved its operations during the trying time. One of the key ways in which the company improved during the pandemic was by increasing production and shipping record numbers of vehicles. Tesla was able to increase both its production and deliveries by more than 50% in the second quarter of 2020, despite the downturn in the economy and disruptions to its supply chain. This was made possible by the company's innovative manufacturing strategies and the efforts of its dedicated workers. Overall, it is clear that Tesla did not only survive the COVID-19 pandemic, but actually improved its operations and financial performance during the difficult time. This demonstrates the strength of the company and its capacity to overcome any challenge. Before we continue, kindly help us to put this video in front of many that may need it by clicking on the like button and sharing this video with people that it will interest in your network. Thank you for staying tuned. Moving on to number 6 is Shopify. After the COVID-19 pandemic, Shopify has seen significant growth and improvement. Shopify has benefited greatly from the rise in e-commerce activity during the pandemic, as more people turn to online shopping as a safer option. The company also implemented new features and tools to help businesses adapt to the changing market conditions caused by the pandemic. Overall, the COVID-19 pandemic has contributed to Shopify's expansion and development as a business. The company has been able to support small businesses during times of crisis and meet the demands of a market that is changing rapidly as a result. At number 7 is Peloton. Peloton, the fitness company known for its at-home exercise equipment and streaming workouts, has greatly benefited from the COVID-19 pandemic. Many people turned to Peloton as a way to stay active at home as gyms and fitness studios closed due to social distance policies. As a result, Peloton saw a significant increase in demand for its products, leading to a rise in sales and stock prices. As a result, Peloton saw a significant increase in demand for its products, leading to a rise in sales and stock prices. In addition to the increased demand, Peloton quickly adjusted to the pandemic-induced shifts in the environment. To reach a broader audience, they launched new programs like outdoor running and cycling classes, and offered free workouts to people who couldn't afford a subscription. Overall, Peloton was able to survive the COVID-19 pandemic by offering a desperately needed service to people who wanted to stay fit at home. This demonstrated its ability to adapt and respond to changing circumstances, and positioned it well for continued success in the future. We are gradually coming to the end of this video. At number 8 is Alibaba. Alibaba is a multinational Chinese conglomerate that operates in a variety of industries, including technology, retail, and e-commerce. Customers turn to online platforms like Alibaba to make their purchases, as physical stores were forced to close, or limit the number of customers they could serve. Since more people were shopping on Alibaba's platform than ever before, this resulted in an increase in sales. During the pandemic, Alibaba improved not only its sales but also its operations. Remote work options and improved cleaning procedures were two of the many measures the business took to protect its workers' health and safety. Despite the difficulties posed by the pandemic, this contributed to the smooth operation of the business. Due to its strong focus on e-commerce and its capacity to quickly and effectively respond to the shifting market conditions, Alibaba has overall been able to adapt and flourish throughout the COVID-19 pandemic and after it. 9. Square. Square, the financial services and mobile payment company, has seen significant improvement after the COVID-19 pandemic. With the shift to contactless payments and online transactions, Square has benefited from the increased demand for its services. One of the main areas where Square has seen improvement is in its point-of-sale systems. Square has been able to provide a dependable and secure method for these businesses to process transactions, as an increasing number of businesses have switched to online sales and curbside pickup. Square's revenue and customer base have grown as a result. The demand for Square's Cash App, a peer-to-peer payment platform, also increased. The Cash App became a popular option for sending and receiving money, as more people stayed at home and used digital payment methods. During the pandemic, Square's overall growth was also aided by this. Overall, the company saw significant growth as a result of its capacity to adapt to and respond to the shifting requirements of both businesses and consumers. Last on the list, at number 10 is FedEx. Many businesses had trouble adapting to the COVID-19 pandemic and remaining afloat. However, the crisis actually served as a chance for FedEx to expand and improve. Through an increase in e-commerce demand, FedEx has benefited greatly from the pandemic. FedEx saw a significant increase in the volume of packages delivered as a result of lockdowns and social distancing measures, encouraging more and more people to shop online. During a time when many other businesses were struggling, this helped the company maintain its financial stability. During the pandemic, FedEx made a number of strategic decisions to enhance its operations, in addition to responding to the increased demand for package delivery. For instance, the business made significant investments in its digital infrastructure, which included the creation of a brand new app that enables customers to track their packages in real time. The customer experience was enhanced, and customer satisfaction was raised as a result of this. FedEx has benefited from and faced both challenges and opportunities as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The company has been able to not only survive the pandemic, but also thrive as a result of smart decision-making. In conclusion, these companies were able to profit from the pandemic's changes in consumer behavior and market conditions, which led to an increase in their stock prices and overall value. These companies represent a diverse range of industries, including e-commerce giants, biotech companies, and delivery services. That's all we got for you today. What do you think about 10 companies mentioned in this video? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and make sure you turn on your notifications so you will be notified when next we post a video.